Jai Hind, good morning. LPS Global School, as a part of its corporate social responsibility, is trying to address few of the issues that parents across the globe are absolutely looking forward to, as far as the solutions are concerned, as far as methodologies are concerned. I have with me here as a permanent expert Mr. S.C. Arora, commonly known as Arora Sir, in the National Capital Territory region of Delhi, the capital of India. Mr. Arora has been somebody who's looked up as far as education is concerned across the country. He's been the founder of some of the biggest names in education as far as North India is concerned, whether it is Lotus Valley, whether it is APJ. He's been with the Ackworth, he's been with Rashtriya Indian Military College, he's been with Sainik School, he's been with the India International School, Kabul. His students, his teachers, his colleagues, they have been spreading the word of education across the globe throughout. Mr. Arora, thank you very much, sir, for sparing your time. Of course, there are going to be a series of questions about children, about teachers, about parenting, about schools. To set the ball rolling, all of us would like to know what is the most important aspect as far as a growing child is concerned.
Thank you very much for introducing me. Perhaps you have praised a little too much. I am only a schoolmaster, but I will certainly give highlights of my experience of life. With this experience of dealing with small children, what I have observed in schools and with parents also when they are dealing with their children, the most important aspect of a growing child, which has been ignored in India, is the thinking skill. I find that in schools, in negotiating, transacting, the syllabi, mostly what we do is give them information. At the most, information can become knowledge. But knowledge is not enough. What we need is thinking skills. See, we don't need thinking when knowledge is complete. But unfortunately in this world, knowledge of anything is not complete because there is research going on and knowledge expands. And therefore, to use that knowledge, to me, I think the most important thing a child ought to learn or should be taught is the skills of thinking. I give you an example how thinking can be developed and parents ignore even daily situations which they could utilize profitably. Suppose a parent and a child are watching the television for the pleasure of the child, a cartoon film. When the cartoon film of 5, 7, 10 minutes is over, generally I have seen parents ask, "Beta, acha laga ki nahi laga?" And child will answer, "Yes, mama, acha laga." Or at the most child will say, "No, mama, bilkul acha nahi tha." But, and the total discussion stops here. If I were in their place, I will go a step further and ask the child, "Kyun acha nahi laga?"
Why? Right.
Why did you not like it? Or why did you like it? What was good about it? As soon as you put this expanding question, straight away the child, whatever the age, even 3.5 or 5 or 10 or 15, 18, begins to think. He puts the thinking cap and then the skill automatically develops. Another situation I give, how many mothers or parents have taken the child to the kitchen and shown the child boiling water? The steam comes out, it's an everyday occurrence. But not many have utilized this situation to give the thinking capacity to the child that what is coming out and where is it going? What happens? I concede that for a small child, this may be little too high. But then my experience tells me that once we make the child for a situation, it becomes the passive knowledge or passive vocabulary of the child which will come to the fore maybe after 4 years, 5 years, even after 10 years. But the child has become curious. And I think curiosity is a very big thing in life. The whole world is known only on the basis of curiosity. This should be quickened and quenched all the time. Curiosity is such a great thing. So parents should be asking the children searching questions all the time. Every situation, even when they are traveling in a car, they can ask questions about what is written on the board and all that. How does this happen? For example, why is the sky blue? How does the marrow get into the bone? Why is the grass green? All these questions the child may not be able to answer. You may not be able to give the answer at this age, if it is not an appropriate age. But the fact is the child has become curious, knowledge will come, and with the thinking skills, child will be able to utilize this knowledge. Knowledge has to be used for its own sake, otherwise there is nothing much about knowledge. Everything is given on Google, knowledge exists, but the basic thing is how to use it. Another point I would like to make it clear why thinking is absolutely essential. Most of the people think, general public thinks, that intelligence people, nothing is required for intelligent people, or nothing needs to be done for intelligent people. Intelligence itself will not do anything till we have taught them how to use that intelligence with their thinking skills. Then it will help the child, because this 21st century, we need these skills for a better world to come. Thank you very much.
That's what you get when you get mesmerized by an absolute guru. Sir, you made me to put on the thinking cap actually. Thank you so much, sir. I think there's something that is wonderfully communicated, wonderfully conveyed for every parent, for every individual. What is important is to learn how to start the thinking process, to start asking questions, start asking searching questions. There would be many such discussions, many more discussions with Professor Arora ji. Do stay tuned with us. There are many more to come. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Bye bye.